was going to start here, but my boy Ate just released an album, so I'm going to put a little sample of his music at the end of this instead. So go ahead and check that out. I'll put a link to it in the description as well. And that's all. I will talk to you again very soon. Goodbye.
You don't care, I don't mind. I'm not yours, but you're not mine. I'm doing fine. Hey. Well, no, I'm not, but I pretend sometimes. You don't care, I don't mind. I'm not yours, but you're not mine. I'm doing fine. Hey. Well, no, I'm not, but I pretend sometimes.
Certain props. And they shouldn't have to make comedy sketches. Pretty much every single video other than Foo Music, almost all the other ones were just comedy sketch videos. And that's not to say that sketch comedy isn't still doing well on YouTube. It definitely is. Got Caleb City, Sven Johnson, Julie Nopi, they're all just slamming it right now. And they're doing low budget sketch comedy that in theory anybody could make. But they're also really funny and have good punchlines and concepts. So even though the style might look low budget, they're still really high quality videos. More so than most of the stuff that was on Internet Icon. Look at someone like Nerd City or Mark Rober, two of the most highly acclaimed channels on YouTube. They might suck at this show. If the entire idea wasn't about finding the next internet star, it might be a little bit different. The show is good, and it's a fun idea for a show, but even in 2012, what they were doing wasn't what it meant to be a YouTuber. They should have called it like challenge or speed, internet speed test. I'm not in charge of coming up with a name, okay? That's Andy's job. But that doesn't make the show any less fun and silly and just an all-around good time. The last few episodes especially are great. I may or may not have teared up a handful of times watching the show.
But I'll never tell.
So if you're interested in watching it, I do highly recommend checking it out. If nothing else, just to see Kassem's rant about people being offended in episode 9. This show was 8 years ago now, and the landscape of YouTube has changed so much that it would be a miracle if any of them were still killing it doing this type of content today. None of them are. Sorry, I should have spoiler alerted you on that one too, but none of them really are killing it. And that's totally understandable, like I said. I guess this guy Marlon actually has a few million subscribers now, but the content is...
Oh my gosh, today I'm gonna fill my bathtub with hot Cheetos! Look at all these hot Cheetos! Oh yeah. 3, 2, 1, hot Cheetos!
It's a little different. You can't blame people for evolving and moving on to other things after 8 years. It would be a huge surprise to me if in 8 years from now I'm still doing this type of thing and it's still doing well. I just cannot see that happening. But I do think that overall this show was a nice little note on the ever-growing symphony that is YouTube. And it really does a good job of showing how far YouTubers have come in less than a decade, because I'll tell you what, as much as I goof on these contestants and how bad their videos were, this is what I was doing in 2012.
Dude, what did we even do wrong? Okay, first of all, you guys show up at the restaurant. Like, I told you not to do that.
Dude, we were just helping you out.
You come over and you, like, try to serenade us with the guitar? What was that?
Well, you know what we always do to cheer Ryan up after he's had a bad night?
Yeah.
We all go over to your house and watch a sappy movie.
Yeah, I'm not in the mood for that.
Well, too bad, because your mom already told us that we can all spend the night at your house, so we're watching Spy Kids 4.
Oh, yes!
Spy Kids! Spy Kids! Spy Kids!
Yeah. So I really appreciate looking back on stuff like this. And hey, if anything like this ever gets made again, I'm looking at you, Andy, I would like to formally put my name in the hat to be the next host. I did host a little show called Guess That Cameo. I don't know, you may have heard of it. It's whatever, no big deal. So here I am at the end of another video, not really knowing if I said anything of substance, if I really had a point come across, or if I just talked about something vaguely and spliced some clips together, and the average viewer has no idea what the hell just happened. I don't know, I guess I'll find out once I'm done editing. Again, if you want to get one of these Struggle Fest shirts, or a hoodie, or whatever, or any of the other merch, the link is in the description. I greatly appreciate any and all support. Thank you for liking, subscribing, following me on Instagram, Twitter, all that BS. And a special thank you to all of my patrons. Those in the top tier will be listed right here. Look at them. Oh, gosh. What a crowd. Love these guys. But that's all I have for you this time. I will talk to you again very soon. Goodbye.
Nice guys, finish last, that's why I treat you like trash. Now what I
Who would have thought? We recovered from a nasty fall. Our fearless leader Kevin's out here blowing snot rockets, so good for Yellow. We are only 2 challenges in, though, and everyone else seems to already be a little bit on edge.
But we're gonna win. We're gonna take home the gold.
Mitchell was trying to ease the mood, I think, by singing these songs, but I think he was more driving us crazy than anything.